Hello everyone, let us go for the session 8 of Introduction to Data Structure. We are going to study something about the sparse matrix here. So a sparse matrix, it is a matrix in which most of the elements are 0. That means if you have a matrix with the rows and columns, most rows and columns are filled with the zeros. Only some values are, few values are there in the matrix. Such matrix we call it as sparse matrix. There are two types of representation of sparse matrix. One is triplet representation and one more is linked representation. Now let us see what is triplet representation. So here you can see the structure of triplet representation of sparse matrix, where you are going to define a maximum size for matrix. Then you need to tell something about column, row and the values. Value is nothing but the non-zero values, whatever you are going to include in the matrix, that I can call it as values. And term is the object defined for the particular structure, and I will name it as A. Okay, so here what, for example, let us consider this particular matrix now. Okay, so where you have most of the values are filled with the 0. All these are filled by zeros, right? So only few values are there, non-zero values. 9, 8, 4, 2, 5 and 2. So there are 6 non-zero values are present. So how can we represent it using triplet representation? I will have 3 different arrays. One is row, one more is column and one more is value. So in the first row of this, what I am going to fill is, I will write the number of rows. That is, how many number of rows you have. You have 5 different rows over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So I will write the number of row. Here I will specify the number of column. That is, there are 6 different columns over here. And number of values. Number of non-zero values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Number of values. So this is the representation for the first column, first row. After this, what I am going to do is, I will start from 0th row. That is, I will write all the values first. Here in the values column, I am going to write all the values. What are the different values you have? 9, 8, 4, 2, 5 and 2. The same thing I have written over here. And then what I am going to do is, 9 is having which row and which column, that I need to specify. 9 is having 0th row and 5th column, right? So 0th row and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4th column, right? So 0 and 4 I need to specify. Next, 8. 8 is having first row and first column, right? So I will specify 1 and 1 for 8. Next, 4 is having second row and 0th column. So second and 0. Like that I will fill all the values here. And after that we need to represent it as a triplet representation. For triplet representation, we have the node structure like this. You need to specify row, column and value, then address of the next node. That means you are going to represent it as a linked list. Linked list concept you will study in the next modules. So here we'll just brief it out. So now I need to write now these many things we have. right? So I need to write it as a triplet representation. So 0th row, 4th column, and value is 9. Then its address I need to point to the next particular node. In the next node you have 118. The same thing I have written over here and a link to the next node. In the next node I have 204. The same thing I have written here and link to the next node. Till the last one 422 I have written it. And last column will be filled with the null, because while representing linked list, when you reach to the end of the list, you need to specify it as using /0 null. So this is how triplet representation works. And next we have how we can transpose the matrix. So as we all know, transposing is nothing but, if suppose this is your matrix, how can you transpose it? Writing the rows as columns and writing the columns as rows, right? So what I have done, this first row I have written it as first column, fine. Then second row I have written it as second column. Like that I have filled, I have swapped it. That means for each row of I, take element I, j and value, then transpose. How can you transpose? In the place of I, j, you are going to write ji. Next, values are same. So what I can, now this is the new matrix after transposing. Okay, once again write it as a triplet representation. How can you do? How many rows are there? Now row number is 6 and column number is 5, right? In the previous one, row number was 5 and column number was 6, but now row number is 6 and column number is 5 and number of values are same. Then once again write all the values 4, 8, 2, 2, 9 and 5. Order may change but the values are same, and write its row and column. So this is the triplet representation of after transposing a matrix. Now what do you mean by linked representation? So suppose this is the example matrix you have, the same matrix I have taken. Now how can you write the linked representation for this? You have two different nodes over here. One is header node and one more is element node. Header node is, all these nodes are called as header nodes and all these things are called as header nodes. What do you mean by element node? These nodes whatever are there inside this, that are called as element nodes. So in the header node you will be having the index value. Over here you are going to write the index value if suppose it is there, then down and right. Okay, so one down arrow will be there and the right arrow will be there. For each header node you can see a down arrow as well as right arrow. Down arrow, right arrow, that will be connected. The final last header node, right arrow will be connected back to the main header value. Okay, and here also the last last down arrow, it should be connected back to, sorry for wrong diagram, so it should be connected back to the previous one. Now how exactly we are going to write the element node? So in the element node I will take the first value, that is 9. Okay, so I will write in the place of value, I will write 9. And what is its row? Row is 0, so I will specify 0, and column number is 4, I will specify 4. Okay, then it's right. If suppose you have some other elements in this particular row, then you need to connect that also, but here nothing is there and you just check its column, nothing is there, right? So what I am going to do, when nothing is there, just connect its down arrow back to your header node, and its right arrow back to your header node. So this is how you are going to write the element node. Next element comes as 8, right? Next element is 8. So when you have 8, write 8, then its row number and column number. After that, just see its row and column. There is nothing, everything is 0. So once again connect its down arrow back to header node, right arrow back to header node. Next you see the first one, 4 is there. So I will write 4 over here. Its row and column number I will specify. If you consider this row now, you have once again 2 over here, right? So the right arrow should be connected to the next node where you have 2 as the value, right? After that, no other values are there, so connect back to the previous header node. This is how we are going to write the linked representation. For all the elements we have done like this. So I hope the concept is clear for you. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.